Some things are unspoken rules of existence. When a friend orders fries, you take one. When a friend offers you an ale 8, you say yes to confirm that A, you're a human, and B, you have taste. When someone opens the door for you, you say thank you. And when someone starts shifting and looking around during conversation, you let them leave. Looking back to when I was younger, one of these rules governed my life. I fit the stereotype of the youngest child very well. I was passive. I am small and not the biggest fan of fighting. It was Darwinism at its finest. It is a common joke in my house that my twin sister is aggressive and I'm passive. Passive aggressive. Twin sisters. Get it? That was my reality right up until sophomore year. But when I became a sophomore, I joined the KYA judicial program. Typically, I'm the person that refuses to believe any statement along the lines of my life was changed during this exact moment. I'm usually the type to say that all great things come over time. But in this case, my thinking was wrong. Judicial changed my life, and it was the scariest thing I ever did. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. I remember walking into my Y Club meeting one morning and seeing my advisor walk up to me. "Hey, Ellie." My initial thought was, oh no, what on earth did I do? Our small talk continued until she reached the point that she was trying to make in the conversation. "Remember when I was telling you about the judicial program?" I nodded. "Yes." "Well, I signed you up for it. You will be on a team by yourself and have so much fun. You will be great." What? I remember sitting in shock and receiving the email later on that day on how to access the case documents and start figuring out my new role in KYA. In the past, I was a bill author. I didn't even know that the judicial program existed. I just thought the Chief Justice was there. That's all I knew. And now here I was, navigating it by myself. I was beyond apprehensive, and I remember staring at the workload of the participants, wondering how I would fit in. Surely I was the youngest in this group. Surely I was the most experienced. What could I offer? I never considered debate. I was a passive twin, remember? I was an excellent student. I loved doing research, but this was a whole other level. When I began to doubt myself, I considered telling my advisor to find someone else. Make this her problem. It's not mine. I felt myself becoming cowardly, going into my selfish little bubble, scared of failing and exploiting yet again another reason why I was less than someone else. I typed out an email, but I didn't send it. I saw my address at closed computer. Elizabeth.Crawford@Assumption.org. I had the opportunity to represent my school in a way that we were rarely seen. I had the opportunity to try something new and maybe even be successful. This bizarre program was more than a program, it was an opportunity for me to represent my school and myself. So I did what anyone else would do. I turned back to my annotated case documents and got to work. I dove headfirst in Family Dollar versus Mamie Betos and started scratching up the pages with a black pen. I made an outline and prepared myself for the most rigorous form of debate at KYA. But what I got was so much more. In all of that hard work, I wasn't even conscious of the fact that I was finding my niche. As I did all the work that lawyers in the adult world do, I began to find enjoyment in the process myself. As my confidence grew and my case came together, I realized that I wasn't passive anymore. I was authoritative. I was confident. I was strong. The community in the judicial program welcomed me as one of their own. Even as I navigated through the stress of the courtroom, my friends built me up and helped me make my case from good to great. And although I didn't win or even do well, I realized that this is where I belong and that law was what I wanted to do. I didn't take much convincing to sign me up for ICJ and CUNA. In fact, I was the one who approached the advisor and told her to sign me up myself. Essentially, I'm an addict now. I've done judicial every single debatable since sophomore year, either as a justice or as an advocate. Due to my work as a justice during last year's KYA, I was nominated to fill the shoes as Chief Justice during my senior year. The most interesting thing that I have found as I move towards serving as a presiding officer is the change this program has helped me create. This program has helped me find my voice, my confidence, my passions, and cultivate what I want to do with my life into an actual plan. All I can hope is that as Chief Justice, I can help the attorneys who sit where I sat do the same. Thank you.